Hey, what's up, YouTubers? I'm in beautiful Sun City, Arizona, and it's a beautiful day out here today. And I just want to make a short video on a different way to teach English. Here's what most people do: they go to college, they get their TEFL, and then they go overseas and make $1,000 a month. And that's not bad if you're just starting out, and that's not the worst thing you could do. But you can make a lot more money if you think things through and do a little pre-planning and pre-thinking. And I just want to show you a good example of that. Here's a guy, his website or his landing page is benteachesenglish.overseas.com. Ben also has a YouTube channel. It's really excellent. If you want to know how to sell things, you want a good example of a landing page and marketing and stuff like that, just study his business model. It's really, really good. One of his products, anyways, is this book. Anyways, he's selling you a book, but actually what you're buying is consulting, which is really, really good. I'll tell you why I think you should consider this. Anyways, if you look here, the landing page, you can see he's talking about why teachers fail, numerous easy to follow strategies, and he knows what he's talking about. I've seen his videos, I can tell. Set yourself apart regardless of experience. The reason that's good is because there are just record numbers of people from the Western world or the English-speaking world of the Western world teaching English overseas. And one reason you won't make that much, because if you don't know how to set yourself apart and market yourself, you just won't make a lot of money that you could be making if that's of interest to you. Anyways, here's some questions. Did you know that there are teachers who make $100,000 a year? And what most people don't know is the second thing. You can legally, at least if you're an American, you can legally not pay tax on that. I'm still surprised how many people pay taxes on their earnings they don't really need to pay taxes on. In fact, one woman got really pissed off at me because I mentioned it to her. She'd mentioned it to her accountant in the States. Her accountant in the States told her that's not true. So she, came back to me and said I was a moron. And she kept talking about it with her friends. Her friends eventually told her the same thing I told her, so she got kind of curious. So I just suggested to her, if you don't believe me, talk to a lot of different accountants, because it's not unusual for accountants in America to not know tax law. Anyways, you can make up to $100,000 tax-free as long as it's employment income and business income, not investment income. I'm making myself clear. This does not apply to investment income. It's just earned income from a job or a business. Anyways, getting back to this Ben guy, I can't remember where it's on his website, but he shows you how to make $500 a day. It's either $250 or $500. Now, I know a lot of people ain't going to buy that, but I do. Anyways, if you continue on this landing page, it's really cool. It's a good marketing. Just an example, it's an excellent cheap website or marketing landing page you can put up for your own product. Anyways, he shows here he's just an average guy who went to college. He has even cheap ways to go to college to get your college degree if you don't have that already, which is basically testing out with CLEP. And then just getting a degree in a couple of years. He also has really good advice on resume, stuff like that. Anyways, he points out here how you can make $1,000 a month, and if you want to avoid that, what you need to do, and the mistakes and stuff he made, don't make them. Anyways, as we scroll down, here's the testimonials. Really important if you're selling something like this is testimonials. They're really, really great. He made a promise at the beginning. Now he's following with the proof. Proof is in the testimonials. Anyways, here's the author. Here's Ben, who's currently right now, I think, in Mexico, driving his motorcycle down to South America. I think. I'm not sure, but anyways, he's not hiding behind an icon or anything. He has his YouTube page all set up. You can see who he is. You can see where he went to school. Anyways, he's talking about CLEPing out. Here's Thomas Edison State College, a really cheap place to get a degree if you're a younger person, you're wishing to get an online degree, and then test out with CLEPs. This guy knows where to get jobs all over the world, but especially in Asia and Middle East, places you wouldn't think of and strategies you wouldn't think of. That's why I recommend you get this. Anyhow, it has a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is in the States is standard. And here's the cool thing. You have the basic package for $47. Let's just say $50. So you're not getting a book as much as you're getting consulting services for 3 months, which is, to me, it seems like he's selling this product. It should be a lot higher, maybe 200. Anyways, unlimited coaching for 3 months, and and a resume. He'll look at your resume and give you that. That's worth it right there. Then he's got the $87 package. You get the manual download. You get 6 months unlimited coaching. You get a complete resume review with detailed feedback. Then he optimizes your resume, which for some people is going to be important and useful. And then he gives you a bonus 200 plus job site database, which is interesting. But if you want to get the whole enchilada, it's only $150. And for $150, it's cheap insurance on how to find a job quickly and fast, and how to get above average wages compared to your competitors. Here you get 12 months of unlimited coaching. Again, this is what you're paying for, is coaching. This is what most people really need when they're just starting out. They don't know a lot of things. Priority response to communications. Looks like unlimited resume review, and that's another thing. If you learn just how to make a decent resume, you'll get a job almost anywhere, especially outside the U.S. And then you have a 20-minute phone call included in the bonus job database too. But the 20-minute phone call, anyways, you're getting, for this money, you get access to a guy who's really, really knowledgeable on this. Here's why I made this video. When I lived in Central America, I knew one guy making $2 an hour teaching English. I knew another guy making $6 an hour teaching English, and I knew another guy making $25 an hour teaching English. All in the same country, but all had different ways of marketing themselves, getting clients, and making themselves unique. If you want to separate yourself from other people, this is a good way to go. Just check out Ben Teaches English. Put that in your Google, or benteachesenglish.overseas.com, I think, his website. But Google the landing page website, and then then use YouTube to check them out. But my friend who made $2 and change, I mean, there's a lot of people doing that. In fact, there's a lot of schools, they'll pay you $500 or $600, and then they'll pay you half your wages, and then they'll have you get a year from now. And then there's my other friend. He's an interesting character. He wore the Hawaiian shirt. Anyways, he just won't work that cheap. He makes $5 or $6 an hour, and he markets himself to a whole different clientele. But still, it's a hard life on $5 or $6 an hour. But if you get enough hours, then you'll live fine in Guatemala. Then there's my friend David. He markets himself to the Asian population down there, and one reason he gets a lot of money is because he can speak their language a little bit, and they're like very fantastically happy to pay him $25 an hour. He just doesn't like doing anymore, and all he does is teach conversational English. He doesn't teach to any kind of degree or any kind of skill. He just teaches conversational English, and that's something to consider. I mean, $25 an hour is not bad, and I know many people who do it from the U.S., from Latin America, Asia, and if you're just looking to make a few $1,000 a month, use Ben's ideas on how to set yourself up a consulting business teaching English, and pick whatever package you can afford. I'd pick the most expensive one, but whether you get the $50 one or the $150 one is up to you. But pay someone who knows what they're doing and has experience in this to skip all the mistakes, to start out ahead of the game right from the get-go, and to tell you what your options really are, unless you really only want to make $1,000 a month. That's pretty easy, but to me, I think you should set your sights higher if you're going to teach English overseas, because this is an excellent opportunity to earn some tax-free income. It's an excellent opportunity to get live in a nice country, have a nice high standard of living, build up some capital, and come home with enough money to either buy a house or have a few down payments, to have some income properties. That's another cool thing about Ben. He understands all that, how to have rental properties, how to have investments, how to tie it all together so you don't spend 20 years overseas and then end up like some people, broke when you come back to the States or Europe or wherever you're from. Anyways, I just want to bring this to people's attention, save them some time and energy if they're going to teach English abroad. Just consider this. All right, like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Thanks.